Are you a copper that's throwing the C4 at the floor thinking you're gonna get them under you? Are you a copper that's throwing a Thatcher at a soft wall thinking that it's gonna make it easier to break? Bro, what are you doing, man? I was there once though, so I got you. My name is Gxdier, and I'm here to provide you with some operators that will create some good ass fundamentals. Literally sit back and do nothing with the operators I'm gonna give you. But that kind of goes against what I'm teaching you because I'm trying to teach you some fundamentals. But whatever. You just can sit back and have some type of knowledge. I'm looking at you, Warden Main. So instead of sitting there not knowing that your glasses can see through smoke and flashbangs, I'm gonna provide you with Bandit. Bandit is a great operator to start with. He has an MP7, he's a 3-speed, 2 health, he has a C4, and has one of the best abilities in the game, which is a shock wire. The shock wire can be placed on reinforced walls and would not let breachers like Thermite or Ace to break in easily unless they have a Thatcher, and then it's a whole other thing that's just another headache. The next best defender that I can provide you with is Frost. Frost is a god, she's a demon, she's deadly, she's amazing. If you learn Frost, or if you start picking her up, you're gonna realize that she has a Frost mat that kind of got nerfed this season, but not really, because it still provides a lot of utility. Her Frost mat stuns people on the floor and it damages them, so when they get back up they will be bleeding, they won't be able to run, and they will have a blood trail. In past seasons you stayed down and you had the teammate come pick you up, but now it provides a bunch of nerfs to the operators for a certain amount of time, which helps with chasing and just health overall. She's really good, especially if you know where people usually rotate, the angles people usually use, so you could put the frostbite in a corner where they usually aim for an angle and you will get an easy kill. Trust. The next operator that I'm going to provide you with is going to be Valkyrie. Valkyrie teaches you the best spots to keep an eye out for. So for example, clubhouse, you could put it on the roof and they will not know where the hell the camera's at, but they will know that they're being tracked and they're being followed, which is very important. In Rainbow Six, it's not about shooting and your stabilities, it's about holding angles, holding rooms, and making it harder for the team to push. And now I'm going to mention one of the best defensive operators, which is Wamai. Wamai has an MP5K with a 1.5 that you can put on a standard barrel. By the way, he has 2 impact grenades and he has six magnets that are just so OP because you can place them from anywhere as you're holding an angle, and you can preset them up and you get them over time. He's just a great operator. He teaches you the windows and doorways people push usually as they flash bang, they throw grenades, even a gridlock. If you have a gridlock that's trying to close an area, you put your magnet, it holds it, it destroys it. It's just a really good operator, and the fundamentals that it provides you with are going to be amazing. You're going to use them so much in the long term, especially when you can use operators like Jaeger, where you are more focused on roaming, but your ability just holds down the site or holds down a certain room, and it just provides such a difficult time for the enemy that's just going to provide you with easy rounds and just a great time overall. And I gotta save the best for last. This operator is Castle. Castle provides so much utility to the site, as he can block off walls and windows that the enemy usually pushes through, and even better is that to break these breaches you need to hit it 9 times, or if you have a gun 6 or some type of hard breach or a soft wall breach. This makes it harder for the enemy team to push, and it just makes them waste more time, which is what you want at the end of the day. Another thing that he has is the shotgun. This is secondary, which is great for making rotation holes or full holes, and it's just an amazing utility and a great operator to start with. And he's pretty cheap. And now we're going to get started on the attackers. Attacking is one of the hardest aspects of the game, for some of us at least, but for others it's pretty easy. And it might be easy because they use these main operators. One of the most OP things to do as an attacker is to control where they're going, and this operator is perfect for this. His name is Lion. He's my most used operator just because of his utility. He has a utility that can literally stop the enemy from moving, and if they move, they get pinged, and you can tell your teammates exactly where they're at. It's a great utility. You can pop it 4 times and whenever you want. Although I highly recommend popping it after you push into the building, because if you use it at the very start of the round, it'll be like you wasted it because you already know where they're at. You already know where site's at. So just save it, break in, pop it. You'll exactly know where they're rotating. You'll know you're holding back if they hear you breaking in. It's just awesome. I highly recommend it. And he's pretty cheap, so use that guy. Next up is Ace. I would leave Ace for the higher ranked or more experienced players because Ace is so useful. He's like the #1 breacher right now. He has the best gun in the game, which is the AK with a 1.5 or a 2.5 on it. It's ridiculous. His ability breaks walls or hard breaches open, and it's great for holding angles and applying pressure into sight or certain hard breach walls. He is literally the best operator right now, even better than Fuse, because Fuse's ability is kind of So just focus on Ace if you can on pubs, and then when you come into a ranked game with your boys and you play a good ass Ace, man, the whole lobby is gonna look at you like, damn. Ace helps you with acknowledging the most important walls again, and it helps you determine which are the most important angles to hold, like in coastline where you throw your Ace and it holds the entire pool and bar area. It's just amazing, and a lot of people sleep on those certain angles, but it applies so much pressure. So I highly recommend Ace. Please use him in pubs. If you have a higher ranked friend, let him use him. But if you're just in pubs by yourself, fuck it. Next up I have is Buck. Buck is a great operator for vertical play. It will give you good fundamentals of being aware of what's under you and what's above you. He provides a great breaching for soft walls as he has a shotgun attached to his AR, which is his ability. It's really good for aggression. It's really good for pressure. He also has a hard breacher in his attachments, like accessories. He's just a really good operator, man. And he has good health. He has good damage. You can't really go wrong with Buck. Next up, I have another operator. Kind of risky because you might hurt your entire team by using this operator, but it's Ying. Ying's abilities OP, literally blind them over 3 times, 4 times. As long as you charge it, you could put it against walls. You could do so much with it. It's just amazing. But you might hurt your own team, and you might make your teammate miss his shots or literally not see anybody. So use it with caution. Maybe use a full stack of teammates to know what you're doing and know how to like throw your thing. But if you throw it in a pub and you hit your teammate, get ready to get a message that's gonna be hot. That message is gonna be crazy. The next operator I'm gonna provide is gonna be Knock. Knock is for my fraggers. You can't see her on cams when she pops her ability. It's really amazing. She can just be super aggressive. She can just walk in and nobody will bat an eye. Unless you don't have your ability and you're walking, then they hear your steps or whatever. But by that time that they can tell that you're in, hopefully you already have 1 down or 2 down. She's really, really good. And she has 2 frag grenades, which is really OP. As we can see with Diana in the most latest patch, she got her grenades taken away and she has fallen off low-key. And now Gridlock, who has grenades, has risen to the top, same as Finka. So imagine having those grenades, having the stealth, having the aggression, having the weapon. She's amazing. Please use her if you're a fragger, if you want to be more aggressive. She's awesome. And that will be all for this video. Hopefully you guys can take my advice and not throw with Dokkaebi or throw with Sophia because you don't know how to use them. They're very easy to use, but you need to get used to the aggression of the game. You need to get used to the pace of the game. You have to get used to the pushing strategies. There's so many things to this game that just make things way easier. It's a huge learning curve, but hopefully with this video you guys got some operators that you guys learn how to use, and trust me, you will flourish easily and you won't struggle or get stuck when you spend all your renown on one operator and then you regret getting that operator, because that's what I went through. So yeah, hopefully you guys can save your renown, use it on these operators, and just go crazy with your fundamentals and go crazy on the game.